So my name's Alex Knockreiner, and this is my TED Talk. So I have two cats, and if you are thinking about getting a pet, I would recommend that you listen to this. From my experience, I would personally recommend getting pets, dogs, cats, whatever. So I have two cats and two sisters, and we both love our cats dearly. And I think I would recommend getting a pet so much is because I would prefer animals living with people instead of being on the streets and just living in animal shelters. So pets can have different pros and different cons depending on your family. Like if you want a dog but you can't walk it, it might not get enough exercise, and that can be really bad for the dog. Some benefits of pets can be increased fitness, brings happiness, and even lowers stress. They could do this by wanting to go outside or be playful, and they will bring you happiness by being playful, and then they can relieve stress by wanting to relax with you or just be spending time with you. So if you don't get everything that the pet needs, it can be really bad for the pet as well. So that's why I recommend getting a pet that you know can take care of and that you know you have all the supplies that you need. So a con of pets is not always being able to take them to places like business trips, because some planes might not be pet friendly, some hotels might not be pet friendly. But if you can't bring your pet, I recommend getting a pet sitter. So then if you have a pet sitter, they won't get into stuff that they're not supposed to. Like if a dog gets into chocolate, it can get really sick and possibly die. And then also, if you do have a pet sitter, they could let it go outside, so if it has to go to the bathroom, it can get there when it needs to and not have to leave a mess. So people who have disabilities, also I would recommend getting a pet, like service dogs. They could help a blind person navigate around their house or even in a public area. And also emotional support animals could help people with anxiety. And an example of this is like if you're a military veteran, you might have a dog because if you hear fireworks, you might have a bad memory of something that went on. Some common emotional support animals would be dogs, cats, and even fish. And dogs can even motivate you to go outside, because if you go to a public park and then you meet someone new and you might have fun with them, then you might want to go back there and see if they're there again. So a study by Burchenstein showed that people had longer conversations when pets were present. And I also think pets would want to go outside more if they got a new toy, made new friends at a park as well. Some cons to pets being at parks, though, is if they get really excited with new dogs, they could accidentally harm them by being too wound up or excited. A con of pets, though, would be if they get scared easily, you might have to have them closer on a leash for dogs, because they might get scared by other dogs or even just cars. Overall, I would definitely recommend getting a pet because I would prefer them living in houses and not in shelters and in the streets.